Holy shit! Wow. Alright, here you go. Hey now! What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and my god, did I watch a movie. Boy, oh boy, did I watch a movie. I just got done watching Firestarter. This is a 2022 remake. I did not see the original, the one with Drew Barrymore, I think. Yeah, no, this is just my first time diving into this movie based on the Stephen King novel and the track record for Stephen King books adapted into a movie and them turning out to be shit. This movie is directed by Keith Thomas. Great job there, buddy. And the plot. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? What I thought of this movie, Firestarter, was, if you couldn't tell, bad. This couple, who have this daughter, Charlie, who has abilities. I guess she's a mutant? Or they even dropped the term superhero in this movie. Fuck you. Stop trying to make this seem like this is bigger and better than what it really is. But this little girl, Charlie, she has this ability to cause fires. Just kind of at will. She can just set fires on any object or person that she chooses, and her parents are trying to not only protect her, but try to get her to control these powers to hopefully not get caught or found out by the government, and of course, the same typical cliche bullshit plot that you have seen literally 100,000 times before. There are so many points in this movie where they drop certain lines where these government characters are talking about, we just want to study her. We just want to... And I'm like, I've been down this road. Don't you realize how much movies and TV shows I consume? I've seen this bullshit. Come on, you gotta try harder if you're gonna try to hit me with some of this stuff. This movie's only an hour and a half long. And they dare to pretend like this movie's deeper and has any complex characters or has characters that are sort of at a crossroads and conflicted on what to do. And it's like, no, this is the most simplistic, bare bones, in your face type film that does not know what to do with this story. Let's talk about the actors, shall we? Charlie, this little girl, I've never seen this little girl before. She's played by Ryan Kira Armstrong, and she was fine. She was fine. For as young as she probably is, I have seen plenty of other more horrible actors, kid actors, that would have been worse in this part. There were moments where I thought she was really good. Her parents... First, her mother is played by Sydney Lemon, and I feel like I've seen her before. At least she has that look that looks familiar, but then I looked her up and I couldn't really find anything that I think I've watched. But I will say that I kind of wished her character had been in the movie longer, because not only did I think she was a decent actor, but they explained that both parents also have abilities. And I think the movie would have been more interesting if it was a family of people with abilities and they're all trying to keep themselves a secret. I mean, I know essentially it was, but clearly it was mostly focused and centered on the daughter, and I just was like, well, like the opening credits show these flashes of a backstory of the parents being experimented on, and, you know, back when they were college kids, and maybe that's how they got their powers, or maybe they had their powers before. I don't really fucking know what they were trying to get across there. It's all dumb. It's really dumb because they don't explore it. They don't really get into it. It's just sort of mentioned half-heartedly, and then we keep going. The father is played by Zac Efron. Zac Efron. Fire your agent immediately. I know Zac Efron hasn't had the greatest track record on movies lately. I feel like the last few years he's been in some shitty films, but this is the worst, or at least the worst that I've seen. Fuck it. He was in Baywatch, wasn't he? Yeah, I walked out of that movie. Oof, boy. But this one, this is so beneath him, so below him. He's one of those dudes that, like, he has a name, he's good looking, he has that movie star quality to him, he just hasn't had the resume lately to back that up, and it's just like, fuck, dude, he should be in some big budgeted blockbuster type films, or at least higher quality movies than this shit, especially when you see what the result of his character is by the end of the movie. You're like, really? He signed up for this? He read the script and said, yeah, I'll do this. Huh? What? Wow. Just wow. So when the movie at first seemed like it was just going to be, we're on the run, we're running away from the government, I said, oh boy, okay. Again, I've seen this before. I've been there, done that. But the last act, the third act of this film, and the little girl having to go into the facility, and it's the most amateur type filmmaking. This whole movie is directed really bad, shot really bad, horrible lighting, horrible just camera setups. I mean, it looks cheap. It feels cheap. Even special effects wise, I mean, I'm trying to give it credit because I know it was also on Peacock, and so you could easily just watch it at home. And so if you're trying to judge it on a direct to DVD or straight to TV type film, maybe you'd give it some extra points. But they had the nerve to also put this shit in theaters. Theaters! Really? With this budget and this low quality? Holy hell, thank God I did not see it in theaters, or I'd be even more angry if that's possible. But yeah, I tried to go along with it. It did have maybe some decent ideas, but just dropped the ball on all of them. Nothing being fleshed out. A lot of the characters being very thin, layered, and just nothing interesting to them at all. Terrible writing. But I was trying to go along with some of the actors' performances, or the moments of special effects when the girl would lose her shit and fire would go out anywhere, flame on, and she would fucking kill a cat, or she would, set shit on fire. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to go along with this. I'm trying to see where it goes. And then by the end of it, when you hear the credits, you go, fuck. I wasted an hour and a half. That might not sound long, but an hour and a half of my life was wasted because I wanted to give this movie a shot, because I wanted to give it a chance, because I thought maybe, just maybe, this would be one of the decent Stephen King adaptations. No! If I had to compliment this film on anything else, it would be the score, the music, John Carpenter, I guess. Why? John Carpenter did the score for this, and the music was decent, especially the music for the end credits. It's like, man, this music belongs with a better movie. This music makes it sound like I just saw something pretty fucking epic. But, sadly, I did not. This movie sucks. I'm gonna give this a some old bullshit.
That's some old bullshit.
Oh, fuck, how could I forget? They had this character, John Rainbird, who was played by Michael Greyeyes, and I don't know what they were trying to do with this character. The fact that he too had abilities, but he was hired by the government to track down and find this girl and kill her, I guess. And I'm trying to figure out that, like, he had this past where he used to work for them, or he was created by them, and he reluctantly is going along with this, but at some point he just decides to turn on the government people and help the little girl, even though he's already killed people pursuing them. And then they try to have a redemption arc with him, but you almost miss the important part of what made him switch sides, or what. It's this horrible shit going on here. Fucking bad. Alright, let me get the fuck out of here. Let me know in the comments below if you two saw Firestarter, or if you've seen the original. Is that one better? Is the original Firestarter worthwhile, worth checking out? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!